Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Manchester United Agenda. It is the 25th of March. I'm joined by two incredibly well-dressed gentlemen tonight. Look, like this is the height of satirical, sartorial elegance. It is. You both look fantastic. Yabba, you've got your French look on.
Hey, oui, bonjour, ça va bien, merci.
Oui,
Blancorn.
Runcorn.
Was it Blanc? Or,
yeah, Noir and Blanc, yeah.
Noir
Yeah.
Blanc. Yes.
It's good. You look like a young Jean-Paul Sartre with that cap on and your black top. Mr. B, what's going on?
Not a lot, man. Not a lot. It's the last time I wear a jumper on stream. I'll tell you, I'll stick to my United shirts next time.
It's a very nice jumper. I don't know why both of you always think I'm taking the piss when I say it is nice.
I like it too. It's like one of my, like everything would stick to it. It's like,
Velcro.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
off,
still looks like a Velcro.
Fucking Velcro jumper. Thanks a lot, man.
Who has a Velcro jumper?
But you can't get off the chair. Stand up.
Ducky Van de Beek, maybe then. That's why I could never get off the bench.
How are you looking, Bartha? Have a look at yourself in the mirror. How are you looking? You looking dapper?
Not really. I'm in a tracksuit. I changed into a tracksuit and I got back, I watched a bit of telly, and then I thought, oh God, I've got to make this bloody game. And so then I made the game. I like this football on tonight. I have no idea what's going on with that.
I thought all the games finished yesterday.
Yeah, I did as well. Sweden,
I think Norway are playing tonight.
And Wales were playing, I think.
Yeah.
You said you're in a tracksuit. I mean, do you think managers should wear tracksuit or suit?
For what you mean, like on the pitch?
Football managers, yeah.
I think like you've got to be in a suit now.
Do you?
Yeah, I think Jose kind of changed everything by being all stylish with that coat and stuff like that. Personally, I just think it's an irrelevance, to be honest, what the manager wears. But who am I to tell people how to dress?
They sit that over in a grey tracksuit, innit?
Yeah. Like what do you wear, Yabba? Like, do you go in like a kilt?
No. I obviously it means nothing. I wear whatever I want. I usually, like jeans and a hoodie or a jacket or something if it's cold, and sometimes just wear shorts, whatever. But I don't think it matters. But I think when you're the higher up you get, I think I like to see managers in tracksuits. It means like it looks like just come off the pitch. You've been training, and you look like you know what you're doing. But in suits, it's a bit. I don't know. You want to be,
So when you go to cup finals, finals,
maybe that's different.
You wear a suit, or I know you've been to. You must have been to a few finals, bath time.
Yeah,
suit or tracksuit.
It's got to be a suit for the cup final. Like even the players should be in a suit.
Yeah,
right,
I agree with that. I agree with that. Although it doesn't happen. You want a matching tie. You've got people coming in bloody bright red jackets. What the F? Yeah, club colours ain't even red. You know what I mean? Tone it down a bit. You want it to be. I'd rather it was more uniform. Like same tie, same blazer, maybe different trousers. But I think for finals,
it should be like at the Euros. Like there's always that fantastic image they put up of the Italian team in Armani looking incredible, and then the England team falling off the plane in Topshop looking like a genetic mess. Like I genuinely think Liverpool spoiled FA Cup finals with that bloody Spice Boy white suit.
That's what
happened. And that Trent's pissing off
himself. I mean, look, players are gonna come and players are gonna go, but them motherfuckers are having meltdowns, bro. And they're going to win the league and they're still spitting. How can he do this to us? He's one of our own, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man,
it's quite toxic, isn't it? When you think he's been there all his life.
20 years.
Fans.
Yeah, it's obligation, Yabba. It's like, because he's like one of them, as it were, like the same way we feel about like Kobe and probably used to feel about Rashford and stuff. He is the representation of them on the football pitch as someone from like, Toxteth or wherever he's from. So for some reason, that means that they always want to be paid less. That that they should take less money because it's a privilege to play for the club. It's a very weird attitude, but it's something that happens a lot in football, and I'm very pleased that it happens quite a lot to Liverpool. Players like Owen, McMahon, Gerrard leaving would have been amazing. But yeah, I mean, I think he's a very good player. I wish him a lot of luck. I'm glad he's leaving Liverpool, to be honest. He's an outstanding footballer, whatever people say about his defending.
I was just thinking that as well, because obviously we saw Reece James score a free kick. Yes, really good. But I always felt that Trent, I think it's outrageous that he hasn't got the caps that he deserves. He's going to look back at years to come. He's only got like 20 caps or whatever he's got. I don't know. But I just think once he goes to Real Madrid and it's showtime, I think he'll do really well there. Are they going to suddenly say, we're playing you now, we want to play you all of a sudden?
I don't think so, because he can't defend. He's not he's a great player, but one-on-one, you know that you're going to do Trent.
Yeah.
So I think that might be his weakness. Real Madrid's not going to be a problem. They're going to be dominating a lot of the game. So you might not be exposed in certain, maybe certain games it might be, but he'll do well at Real Madrid.
He'll have Valverde and Camavinga looking after him on that side, because going from Carvajal to Trent is both an extraordinary upgrade and a massive downgrade. But we'll see how it goes on. But I don't want to talk about Trent. I want to say hello to people in chat. Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
All right. Mr. B, you going to put on a Portuguese accent?
I don't even know what the Portuguese accent is.
Brilliant. Solo. Hello to you, Solo. We got I Am Titanian. We got Chat Sport. We've got Andrew. I hope that you're feeling better, Andrew. We've got Bart. Hello to Bart. Is a Monday called Yabba after the famous Fred Flintstone catchphrase? It's after your dog, isn't it?
My dog's called Yabba, and I got banned from all social medias and all that kind of thing. So I call myself after my dog.
Yeah. We've got Richard saying he wants people in a suit. We've got Steph in the house. Bilal wants people in mankinis. We've got Jarvis. Hello to you, Jarvis. Why does Bartham always pronounce Jose as Jose? The Portuguese pronunciation is quite similar to the English one and not Spanish one. Well, I'm glad you're here to bring us up on the important things, Bart.
Ask Trent, he would know.
Yeah. We've got friend of the show, Christine Howley. I hope you're doing well. Sydney, gutted about Trent leaving. Apparently Bradley will fill in that right wing spot. Have we got anyone? We got Farn. Yes. Hello, Farn. Oh, we got Subfits. Right. And thank you, Mr. Amonde, for clearing that up.
No problem.
Right. We've got a bit of a game tonight. I don't know how this is going to go. This could be really good, or this could be a complete disaster. So we'll see. But we are going to play Summer 2025. Okay. So shall I introduce it?
I want to know the rules. Oh, okay. Here we go. Brilliant. Wow. Look at these graphics.
Yeah. Trying to make transfers interesting. I know that all of you in chat, you love transfers and you love stuff like that. We're kind of more about playing football and things. We're not that excited by transfers. So we can try yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, right, is we are going to do a kind of audit of the squad. And we're going to sell players and we're going to buy players, but we have to conform to the rules. So the rules for 2026 is that you must have 8 homegrown players in your squad to have a 25-man squad. So if there's 7 homegrown players, you can only have 24 in the squad. If there's 6, you can only have 23, etc. Right? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Any player who is under the age of 21 on the 1st of January 2026 doesn't have to be registered. So, for example, Chido, Obi, Martin, Chido, whatever he's called, won't be part of this 25-man squad that needs to be registered. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. we're going to come up with a little budget. Okay. We're going to start off with 45 million. That's what we have at the moment. Any player that is sold, gets added to that budget, and homegrown players have a 2.5 times multiplier. So if we sell Garnacho for 10 million, we get 25 million to work with. Okay. I'm going to be in charge of how much it costs to sign a player. So, for example, Trincao has a release clause of 30 million. He's not going to cost 30 million to sign. We've got to pay his agent fees. We've got to do all these things. It's going to pay him. It's going to cost you about 50 million. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any player that you sell, if they don't match their book value, like the amortization, that gets removed from the transfer budget. So if you sell Onana, he has 30 million left on his contract, let's say. If you sell him for 20 million, 10 million gets taken out of the transfer budget.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite complicated.
I might need a pen and paper.
All right. And these are the objectives. Okay, this is what, because I represent the board. Mr. B is Ruben Amram. Yabba, you're Jason Wilcox. Okay, so Yabba, Mr. B wants results now. Yabba, you're looking after the long-term health of the club more. Okay?
Okay.
What we want is 25-man squad with 8 homegrown players. 5 players in maximum. Obviously, it needs to be within budget, no silly transfers. We're looking to finish 8th at a minimum. We're playing 3-4-2-1, and we want fast attacking football. Okay?
Yeah.
Is everyone clear so far? And chat, are you? I don't think anyone's enjoying this in chat, so you can go away if you like. But I'm very excited about this. Right, and what's the last one? Okay, this is how bad it's looking at the moment, lads. With free transfers and players leaving the club, this is how it stands for 2025, our squad of 21. And don't forget, the under 21 players don't need to be registered. So, first of all, let's talk about goalkeepers. We have 3 goalkeepers: Onana, Bayinda, and Dermot Mee, who is over the age of 21. Tom Heaton is leaving.
Wow. The goalkeepers, that's a tough one. It just all comes down to whether we're going to keep Onana or not. I know what it's going to be unanimous not keeping him. But I would say, look, if we're not going to get the good value, you said he's valued at 30 million. If we can sell him by half time and we get the 30 million for him, I would only consider selling him if we can get a better keeper in for that sort of price, because I don't want to spend too much money on goalkeepers. I don't think it's that key. When I look around the Premiership, because when I look around the Premiership right now, how many good goalkeepers? I think you can get Pickford maybe. I'd be looking at him. Mm-hmm. He might be an upgrade on Onana, and I don't want to look abroad or these sort of signings, because they're not proven in the Premiership. So if I'm looking at the Premiership, good value for money, I think Pickford would be good value for money because he's at Everton. And I think looking through the league, the best goalkeeper for me is Alisson, but obviously we can't get him. So I don't see much great goalkeepers. So I'm kind of reserved about what I want to do with that position. If we can get the money and we can get Pickford, I'd take that. Otherwise, I'm keeping an eye on Mr. B.
Well, I want a goalkeeper. So, Mr. Wilcox, you're going to have to help. I think we need a goalkeeper. I know the budget is 45 mil.
Yeah.
I understand that. But yeah, we need a better goalkeeper. For what I'm looking for moving forward, I think we need a goalkeeper.
So we sort of look at the market then and see what we can get, or should we look at how much we can get for Onana?
Well, we can do both, Yabba. I have been faxing clubs in the background, and I can tell you that the highest bid we have received from Onana, we've had 2 bids. One is a loan from Fiorentina that no obligation to buy, but it's pay his wages, and we get a £3 million loan fee, which would bring the budget up to 48 million. Or we have an offer from Celta Vigo for 20 million, which brings the budget down by 10 million. Okay, those are the offers on the table. I can also tell you I've been talking to the market, and I've come up with 3 goalkeepers and their prices. Aaron Ramsdale will cost 20 million to sign.
Okay.
Jordan Pickford would cost 35 million to sign. And James Trafford, I'm getting it would cost 45 million in a deal to sign him.
Wow, Mr. B. Look, I know James Trafford is a young goalkeeper. He's a lot of potential, but that's a lot of money. And we would be taking a loss. I mean, Celta Vigo will want 20 million for Onana. So you want to sell Onana, but our transfer budget's going to be affected by that. So I think we're in a sticky situation here, Mr. B.
We are, because I want a goalkeeper and we can't afford any of them. Ramsdale is a no chance.
You don't want him?
No, I'm not working with an Arsenal reject. I have no interest in that. Pickford, for some reason, I don't like Pickford. I don't know what it is. This is Mr. B's head, not Ruben Amorim's head.
Yeah.
I'm not a Pickford fan. I just don't like him as a goalkeeper. I don't know what.
England #1 for numerous
maybe
years.
I don't give a toss about international football. Maybe that's why my dislike for him is. I don't see him. I see him play for Everton and he's okay-ish. And I don't watch him. Obviously international football is not my thing, but for 35 mil, Trafford would be my favourite, but we've got no chance. That's our budget down the toilet.
So what we said, I mean, can we come back to you, Bath?
Yeah, thank you.
We can come back later. Like, you don't have to accept these offers at the moment. Like, we can go through the whole squad and you can look at like what money. So, for example, if we're going to sell Garnacho, like our transfer budget massively balloons and so on. But at the moment, you're telling me that a goalkeeper is something you would like to do.
Barada,
maybe not a priority. Maybe not the priority though, isn't it? If it can be done.
You know what, Mr. B? I think we should go through, because he's made a lot of suggestions. He's come back with some market prices. And I think if anyone right now with Trafford and Pickford and the other goalkeeper, I don't think it sort of sparks excitement for us. Can we look at other positions and see what's on the market? And then,
well, I've had an offer coming in from chat, which this isn't priced correctly, but Mads Hermansen is the Leicester goalkeeper. You can do for 32 million.
No chance.
No chance. Okay, and remember, homegrown players. I've given you 3 homegrown players there, because my job, right, is I represent the board, and Ineos want homegrown players in. So you can send stuff out to tender in the chat if another player comes up.
So, chat, what do you think? I mean, with the lineup of goalkeepers, is it essential? I don't think the only one I think is better currently than Onana is probably Pickford, and that's even close. I'm not desperate to sell Onana. I think if we can improve, he'll get better. So for me, it's not important.
Calamity Caris is not available, Steph, I'm afraid. All right, should we look at? So we'll put a pin in that, and we'll look at. We'll go to centre backs, because I think that the board thinks that this is really important. We have Maguire, De Ligt, and Martinez as recognised centre backs. We're losing Evans and Lindelof on free transfers. Mr. B, there are other players such as like Deloche or Mazraoui that can play centre back. And remember, we have Yoro and Heaven in our under 21 list. But these are the 3 centre backs that we have. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, we definitely need a centre back.
Yeah,
when you actually see it, what we've got left, bloody hell, yeah, we do, because obviously Maguire's not my first choice. De Ligt would be. Then you've got Yoro and Heaven. I mean, yeah, we do need a centre back.
Yeah, we have
God.
3 recognised senior centre-backs and 2 recognised junior centre-backs. 5 centre-backs for 3 positions. And at the moment, we're budgeting for a Premier League season, not Europe at the moment. So how many centre-backs do you think you would be comfortable going into the season with?
Well, I wanted just to inquire about Maguire. Is he a new player for us?
Have I misspelt it?
Oh, well done.
Maguire. Is that not how you spell
I want
Maguire?
to inquire about that guy, Maguire. Is he is he a new player or something? No. Anything on the market? I don't think we can sell Mr. B at the moment. We've only got 5 recognised.
No, we're not selling.
I don't think we can sell one of these guys, but Maguire's only got a year left in his contract. De Ligt's the new signing, and Martinez, he's just come back from fitness, isn't he? So, and these are guys we need. I think we need another recognised centre back in with them, Maguire. I think we need to be looking in the market, see what's sniff around, see what's available.
Okay.
You agree, Mr. B?
Well, but I'll be honest. If we only get one, I would put Mazraoui as a centre back. I have no problem playing Mazraoui as a.
And we got Luke Shaw
as a centre back.
So this is what I'm saying. With 3 positions, we need actually one a backup for each position. And at the moment, we've got 5, and we've got a long season ahead. So I think we definitely need 6 minimum. And then we obviously ahead of that we've got Mazraoui.
You say minimum?
Well, we need 6 recognised centre backs. Or we're gonna have got Yoro and Heaven.
That's 2. Yeah.
And we've got that's 5. We've only got 5 at the moment. Yoro, Heaven, Martinez, De Ligt, and Maguire.
So we definitely need one.
Definitely need one, in my opinion, because otherwise we're going to find ourselves.
What side is it? Would it be right centre, left centre?
We've only got 45. Let's see what's available.
What you got, BT?
All right, what have I got for you? Right. First of all, but there's a caveat to this. We could move for Branthwaite, who's the deal would cost us 60 million, but it would mean we can't sign Pickford. We could move for Gay. That is an 80 million all-in transfer. We can move for Dean Huijsen, which is another 60 million pound all-in transfer.
Is that the price that you're asking for him?
No, that's how much it's going to cost for us to do the deal. Right, so it includes agent fees and and things. So we've got those 3. You can name other players, but if you're looking at a decent Premier League centre back, you're going to do well for like 60 million. Two interesting ones is Anderson at Fulham.
Yep.
We can do for 45 million, and we can do Trevor Chalobah for 45 million.
Mr. B, it's Jason here. Wilcox. I'm thinking about the long-term future of this club. And I mean, look, I'm going to stamp my fist down on the table and say we need to be considering. We've got Yoro, we've got Heaven. I think a perfect matchup for that would be the young boy from Bournemouth who's come from Juve. And I did say, if you go back in the reels, I was the one, Yabba Wilcox, who said this guy is the boy to watch. He's a brilliant player. And did you watch him in the internationals the other day, playing for Spain?
Yamal, brilliant.
Yeah, that ball to Yamal, outstanding. He played brilliantly. He's a guy. He's one for the future, and I think there's an opportunity here.
How's he Spanish?
He's Dutch stroke Spanish. Yeah. But what a player. I don't know if anyone else in his comments has seen him play, but he's outstanding talent and one for the future. So as my name is Jason Wilcox, I would really be sort of considering him. Granted, the other guys are overpriced. Branthwaite and Gay, whatever his name is. I think they're very good players, but they're overpriced for me.
You say they're overpriced, but Branthwaite is 60 million. Howson is 60 million as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying, think about the long-term future, Mr. B. We've already got 3 established centre-backs in Maguire, De Ligt, and Martinez. If we've got 3 youngsters behind them to come in. That's the experience we need, to back that up.
Would you prefer a more experienced centre-back, like a kind of
I would rather
something?
See, the thing is, it's mad what profile we'll be looking for, because obviously you've got Maguire, who is the daddy of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You've then got Martinez, who I think is going to end up being, he's not going to be the starter. I'm not sure they can trust Heaven to do a whole season. He's surprised everybody at the moment. You know, he did have the ability, but it's been a surprise how well he's done. Will that curve continue? Will there be a drop-off? Are they going to cover themselves? So I think we probably need, I would say, maybe the right-sided centre-back.
So you're looking for an outside centre-back. So you've got outside and central.
Yeah, outside right. I think outside right. We've got 2-4 left. Oh, God, no. But then...
So you've played Yoro and Heaven as on the left side, mainly. Luke Shaw...
I go Yoro right side, Heaven left side, De Ligt centre. That would be my first choice. And then it would be what would come after that.
So are we getting a player to replace someone in that three? Like, are we signing a first-team player, or do you want to go for squad cover?
Just to say, look, we did, as when Ineos came in, Mr. B, we did say the criteria for signing players would be under 25 and ones that we can develop at the club. We look at the signers like Rasmus, like Xerxes. They all meet the criteria, don't they? Being younger and players that we can develop. And I think that's what we get with Hussein. A player, he's about to blow up. You've seen his performances. So this is someone I would be adamant, full stop for me. We need to sign this young man. He's going to, when you look at the future of our club, playing free.
Who's this? Huijsen?
Huijsen, yeah, 100%. He's proven in the Premiership. He's playing international football now. His stock's going up. We got an opportunity this window to get him. Otherwise, he's going to be going to Real Madrid next move. So when you look what Arsenal did with Saliba and these young players coming through, we're doing the same with Heaven and Yoro. But the thing is, we're protecting them because they've got senior players ahead of them. So there's no panic to put them in the first team straight away. They can develop with these senior players ahead of them.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to shout out Stussy. I haven't seen you before. This is an experimental show. I hope. Are you enjoying this, boys?
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Do you know what this is? This is Dungeons and Dragons, essentially, what we're playing.
Don't call it that and I'll stay.
Yeah. Glazers and Dragons.
Yeah. Glazers and Caves, we call this one. Yeah.
All right, he's off.
Look, I would say of those 5 defenders, Huijsen is the one who I feel like I saw him in Bournemouth. I've seen him play this season, and he's decent. I didn't realize he was Spanish, but then again, look, international football again, in it. It's not my thing. But he would be the one who I would be looking at. If that's 60 mil, then you, Mr. Wilcox, and you, Mr. Barada, or you're Mr. Bossman there. No, I'm Amarin.
He's Ruben Amorim.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you need to find me that money because Huijsen would be my choice. Yeah,
the board like the look of Trevor Chalobah on the basis that he has been a captain at every level. We feel that we need some experience to get Heaven and Yoro through. We feel we need a bit more experience in that back line. He's also homegrown. And he's a sort of an okay option, but it's up to you two to decide what you want. But the board's recommendation, Trevor Chalobah.
Don't want the board's recommendation. I think that's down to money. 15 million. We must be able to get 15 million from somewhere else if that's the difference. Chalobah, Crystal Palace. He was good at Crystal Palace. He's gone back to Chelsea and stunk the place out. So. I would. Is he better to be a big fish in a small pond? In which case, then he's no good for us. Is it a mentality thing? Again, I'm not sure about. No, I'm not interested. There's only one I want on this list,
and that is Huijsen.
Huijsen. Yeah.
Shout out Matty Bassett. So Huijsen, we have down for 60 million. So we're going to need to raise we're going to need to raise at least 15 million so far in order to do that.
For sure.
Right,
well, we agree. We definitely need a centre back.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper situation we can come back to. We know the situation there, what's required. But I think with the centre back, it's being crucial, and we've got an opportunity to get a young starlet who's going to, the sell-on fee would be better than with Chalobah and the other guys that you mentioned. Anderson, especially Anderson's like late 20s now, great player as well. But I'm with the manager Ruben B. I think we should go.
All right. The board have a feeling that wing back we're okay at as a position. So we have Shaw, Delo, Mazraoui as our senior players, and then Amas and Dorgu as ones we don't need to register.
Oh shit! You don't need to register Dorgu for next season.
No, he won't be 21 before January.
You've done your research there, board.
Thank you.
Can I just say, there's a young player playing right wing back in the academy or the under 18s and under 21 or the reserve side who's outstanding. He looks like a good prospect as well. So I know you haven't mentioned him, but he's someone I would support. The reason why we shouldn't re-sign another wing back. The
criteria for this, the criteria I've used, with the exception of Dermot Mee, but he was registered in our squad last season, is players that have played like senior football, and that is kind of the view that we are taking, that they need to have, that we're not looking to blood like kids in this yet. So
I'm just saying, as backup, we've got Diego Leon coming in. We've got a right back who's playing really well in the academy. He's looking good. I'm Jason Wilcox, mind you. I've got to think about the future. So I think we're quite secure there. I don't think we leave ourselves short. Mr. B or Mr. Ruben B. I think we're right in that position. Do you agree?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Well, at the moment, what have we got?
What's in the market?
We got, BT?
We have for wing backs Shaw, Delo, Mazraoui, Amas, Dorgu, and we will accept Amad Diallo as maybe consideration for wing back. I've listed him as an attacking midfielder, but I think that he can do both, can't he?
I mean, Ruben B, do we need to have a look and see what's in the market, what's available?
No, I'm happy.
Will that change your mind?
I'll be honest. If Dallo can go, if we can get rid of Dallo and get some money in for him, then maybe I would look at an option. But Dorgu bought in first choice left wing back, right wing back. I think it probably depends on the team we're playing. I would rather have an attacker like Ahmad on that side. But if we need to go slightly more defensive, then we can, I suppose. But no, I'm all for. I don't think we need a wing back. I'll be honest. I don't think we need left or right. Right side. It depends.
See who's in the market there.
What's out there?
Yeah. Should we ask the board?
We don't. We're going to have to ask chat,
guys.
Wing back targets.
This is where you help us. We need.
I can put Delo out to tender if you want, and see what offers we get for Delo.
yeah. Put him out. See what sniffs.
He's a professional player. Come on.
Listen, look.
Did you see Ronaldo the other day?
Money.
Okay.
All right. The offers that we're getting from Delo, with Trent going to Real Madrid, off the table. We're looking, the most that we can see is, I've got a £24 million offer for Diego Delo.
Oh God.
No.
Oh shit. I'm still gonna put 25 million just in case. Okay. No, we can't accept that. I was more thinking along the lines of 35, maybe 40.
For a fullback, are you crazy? No.
Yeah, but look, he's fantastic according to Grace. Maybe she's the one that's going to buy him.
No, I've got AC Milan, 24 million on the table. All right, here we go.
Is that classified as home? Is that profit?
That would be pure profit, the 24 million, but you will only be getting 20 million of it back.
So 20 mil. So that technically that's 30 mil that we can spend, right?
No.
Is that why?
because I'm telling you, getting 20 million back from it. He doesn't have the 2 times multiplier.
Oh shit. Okay, so we got to. Okay. Oh god. All right. So
Can we pause on that, because I didn't think we would be in this situation discussing Dalot leaving for that sort of money. He's someone who gives us stability. He's been there a long time. He's very professional. I think it's going to disrupt the squad if we get rid of him, to be honest. But I'm happy to come back to this. But I just think no, I wouldn't consider.
I'd like to keep Dalot.
Yeah.
Sorry, who's the manager? Who's the manager here?
You are.
Okay. All it is, listen, I'm trying to work out what I could do to bolster the squad at the moment. At the moment, we haven't spent no money. So, but I would be willing to let Dalot go if it meant that we could strengthen somewhere else. That's all. This
is why the first part is we're sort of doing the audit, looking at what the prices and things. Then maybe when we got the full picture, we can talk about like what to do.
Just quickly, the guys in the chat, shareholders, was asking about Frimpong. How much is he going for?
Frimpong, I will have a look at Frimpong now.
You love this in the role. What role play this is, man? Wow. Tyro needs to be a part of this. Tyro, this is how you act. This is proper acting, right?
I've had a look. He's listed at 50 million euros on Transfer Market. To do the deal, it's going to cost us 70 million.
Forget it. Look, he's not in this. just forget about Frimpong. It's all right. It's all right. He's done. We're not getting.
I'll give you another one, which is Dumfries. We can do for 60 million.
Too much. He's old. He's like 28 now.
Yeah.
I don't think good player though. It was really good for us.
No, I'm happy with what we got then. Unless we're getting rid of Dalot, I'm not looking at any wing back players.
Look at Andrew's whinging that like we're trying to do new content, Andrew, and make it a bit more fun than just doing like, oh, would you sign Frimpong? Like,
look, he's pissed because Wales lost. It's all right. He'll be back tomorrow, full of beans, fighting up the place. Yeah.
By the way, there's a Welsh singer who's just sang a reggae song in Welsh language and got to number 1, or the first reggae Welsh song to be.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
And it's in Welsh.
It's Welsh. It's sang in Welsh, a reggae song. By some,
I haven't heard that.
Well.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Anyway, I'm sure Andy knows about it.
It's quite boring. Piss off, then.
This is what football's club's all about.
Yeah, this is how you have to do it. You can't just sit there spunking imaginary money up the wall. This shows you just how screwed we are.
I was going to say something else.
Look at this squad. This is absolutely dreadful.
Well. Let's get set back in. All right, midfield.
All right, midfield. Okay, so the board take the view that we should be looking to move Casemiro on. The 3 players we have for central midfield are Bruno, Ugarte, and Toby Collier, who is his homegrown. Right. What are we thinking?
Mr. B, the first one that stands out there clearly. Who are we getting rid of? We could make some money here. Or can we? Let's talk about Casemiro.
I don't think we can. Casemiro's not going to go.
But say he does. Maybe getting off.
Okay. Casemiro's the one that we want out the door. Let's be honest. He's done. What deals are out there? BT.
We have an offer from Saudi Arabia that Casemiro is keen to take that will result in no profit and no loss.
Take it.
Wage bill, yeah. All right.
Just clear the bill.
Okay, so Casemiro is out, and we still stand at 45 million transfer budget.
No, hold on a minute. We're leaving ourselves short here.
Yep.
We can't just sell him for free. We've got to bring someone in. We've already decided we can bring the centre back in. We're going to be digging into our budget there.
No, well, we haven't decided about the centre back. This was the whole point. Casemiro can't do another season.
It gets worse, Yabba. It gets worse because one of our under 21 players is Kobe Mainu. Kobe Mainu is currently negotiating a new contract deal. In order to keep Kobe Mainu on a long-term deal, it's going to take 25 million out of our budget, our transfer budget. However, there's offers on the table for Kobe Mainu, who does have the 2.5 times multiplier.
And he's homegrown as well. All right. So what offers are there for Kobe?
We have 2 offers. The highest offer is 45 million.
What?
That's cheap.
From Chelsea Football Club.
Right.
And the second offer is 39 million from Bayern Munich. So a foreign club with less money.
No chance.
Ruben B. Are
you
considering paying Kobe next year?
Kobe stays. He's not going.
Okay.
The price,
taking 25 million out of our budget there.
The figure I had in my head, if Kobe was going, was 65 to 70. Then you're talking about a full rebuild. And that's why I was thinking, if that's what it is, then that's 130 mil. Then we can start rebuilding the team. I'm willing to sacrifice it for 120 million budget.
We've got 40 million and we've got 50 million on the table. So 40 million gets you 100 million. 50 million gets you 120 million to spend.
If we sell Kobe.
Yeah.
I'll keep him.
Do we get rid of Casemiro though?
I want him gone.
The owner is adamant he has to go.
I want him gone.
Casemiro's gone. We can't sell Kobe just yet. But if we sell Kobe, you're saying there to Chelsea, we get 150 million.
We get 120 million to spend if we sell him to Chelsea.
Wow. And what's in the market then? What have you got?
What's in that price? Edison.
The market's expensive. Edison is going to cost you 75 million all in.
Right.
We have Adam Wharton will cost you 55 million all in.
Right.
Elliot Anderson will cost you 80 million all in. Sean Longstaff will cost you 45 million.
Not interested in
all in. He's leaving us.
I know. I am so not interested in him.
Who else is everyone keen on?
Centre midfield guys. Barella.
Yeah, give us some.
Barella is 80 million pounds all in.
Oh, I like the way I said ooh, and you put in 80 million. Is Wharton better than Kobe? It could be a system. It could be a system thing with Kobe and Wharton, because I would take Wharton if if it gives us better balance in the team. I'm willing to sacrifice somebody.
Okay, so we sell Kobe and bring in Wharton, yeah.
Well, let's think a little bit about a couple of things. One is who we're going to pair, like in those 2 sixes. What kind of players we want from them, and for example, we've got to consider the attacking midfield situation. So is Bruno going to be a 6 or a 10? Are you going to like Mason Mount, who your first choice team would be if it's Ahmad there, or is Ahmad at wing back? There's quite a lot going on with this midfield.
Mr. B, if you look, can you go back to our first team, please? So we've got no Bruno. We've only got Collier, Ugarte, and Bruno in those positions so far. We need a midfielder. If we're getting rid of Casemiro and Kobe's
not going.
Oh, he's not going.
No.
All right.
Unless we're going to get 70 million for Kobe, so that we can spend 130 million. I have no interest in Kobe going. It's better if he stays where he is.
Thing is Jason Wilcox he has priority here as your like head coach, not manager.
All right, Mr. Bruno B, Ruben B. We are short in midfield. Okay, there's no youngsters ready for the first team as yet. I think if we do get rid of Casemiro, that leaves us 4 with Kobe, Bruno, Agate, and Collier. I think we need to strengthen in that area. And I know it's expensive for that position, but what do you fancy? Like the board was saying, what kind of player do you require in that position? Considering
somebody faster than bloody Casemiro for a start. I just don't think he can stay for the monies that he's on and what he does. I just don't. We're not going to get a like for like. You know, all right, you understand there's parts of his game that are good. The first time balls over the top to Bruno that he can just find. But there has to be more to the game than that. We need another central midfielder, but Casemiro can't stay. He's just taking up space.
Okay, we need a bit of height as well, don't we? And a bit of grit in there. Or do we want a ball player?
I think we need a player, but Mr. B, you're the
What do you think? A ball player? I think
Adam Wharton's a good one. He's a sort of combination of both, left-footed, tall, and relatively powerful. Yeah.
I like
Edison. Edison's a bit of a risk, like getting a player in from Italy. He's listed as 6'1", always a bit dodgy, like these heights and things. It's kind of what we need. But remember, like if we sell Kobe for 120 million, that gets you in. Like that boosts the budget to quite a lot, and that means you can get Huijsen in and maybe Wharton as well. But probably for this evening, we'll just go through and work out what we want to do and then continue this tomorrow. So we don't have to do any other content.
Tough. This is really difficult. Can we go through the other positions so we can get...
See, I think once we get top end, I think everything works itself out in regards to budget and maybe what we can and can't do. But yeah, go on.
And remember, in my view, we're getting some guaranteed money coming in with Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford. So
we haven't even come into that part of it yet.
Yeah, remember that's going to boost the budget quite a lot. So the attacking midfield roles, we have Mount, Ahmad, Xerxes, Anthony, Sancho, and Garnacho.
Mr. B.
Anthony gone. Well, look, we know Anthony's gone.
Anthony. Any offers out there?
Anthony, we have agreed a deal with Real Betis, and essentially, Anthony, we are going to be selling him not at a loss. So, like Casemiro, 0 in, 0 out.
Yeah, I'll take that. He's gone. He's gone. I think we're lucky. We're lucky that he's hit the ground running at Betis, to be fair, because if his form was anything like it was for us, they wouldn't be talking about keeping him for an extra year. The issue that I have with Betis is they're not talking about money. They're talking about another loan, loan for another year, which probably means that after that year, then they might try and work out a deal to get him at the amortization. What's the word?
Amortization.
Yeah, that at that price, I think maybe that'll be the price that they'll be looking at for the year after.
Oh yeah. We might be getting some money in for Greenwood as well, but not as much as we were hoping.
All right. I think Anthony, he's not homegrown, doesn't help in that respect, but we're not making any money from him. But you want him off the books, do you?
Yeah. Look, we always thought we were going to make a loss on Anthony, to be fair, didn't we? That's so, break even on Anthony, fine. Have no problem Anthony going. It's
breaking even on Sancho as well. Nothing in, nothing out.
Oh, sugar. I was hoping
you don't think we make money on Sancho?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Pause, because we're going to be light again in this position. We have to consider keeping Sancho.
Anthony and Sancho, Sancho's an obligation. He's gone in this world. But remember, Garnacho is there as well, and that is another 2.5 times player. There's a bid for 60 million for Garnacho.
All right, look,
that's 150 million.
We haven't reached that part yet, but he's gone. all of a sudden, I'm happy.
Is there an offer for Garnacho?
Yeah, 60 million.
He's gone.
Mr. B, we have to be cautious here because it's all right selling and getting the money in, but we have to get quality in. You look at the midfielders, the price.
I know who I want in for him already.
Who is it?
Trincao.
Trincao is going to cost you 55 million.
No problem.
The same Trincao that couldn't get into the Wolves team, was struggling to get into the Wolves team. What makes you
think
think
about Vitinho though?
Yeah, and don't forget Rasmus, not Rasmus. What's his name? The striker he's got there was actually at Brighton and stunk the place out. So
Gyokeres.
he's a coach. He sees things and he turns them into gems. So I'm all for. I back the coach, and I would back the coach. I would back the coach on that one. We can sell him, and then all of a sudden the Whartons looks all right. The Trafford may be coming in. We could probably get Huijsen as well. So yeah.
I'm not down with selling Garnacho. I think he's a quality player. I think he's someone we need to keep. And regardless of the value we get for him, I just think you leave yourself really short by selling him. And you talk about selling Kobe as well. I mean, it's...
No, who's talking about selling? You're talking about selling Kobe. I'm not talking about selling Kobe.
Right,
we sell Garnacho. Sell Garnacho.
Yeah.
Keep Kobe. We get Wharton in. Could Wharton and Kobe play together? You know, that would be more what I would be looking at, because then we cover. Yeah, then Bruno can go further forward to play in the 10. Obviously, we know that he can play deeper if he has to. Xerxes holds that position there. Ahmad, you know, then we could probably look at a right wing back as well.
All right, can we go to the strikers then, and let's have a look? Because we've got Haaland and Rashford. Rashford, do we make any money on him?
Of course.
Yes, we're making 40 million on Rashford.
Wow.
And yeah, so I'll give you 120 million into the budget.
Hey, let the games begin.
Is this how Dungeons and Dragons works?
Yeah.
Half time. I'm really excited now. Maybe I'm going to play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's fun, isn't it? Role playing.
Yeah. This is fantastic. All of a sudden, we're rich.
We told us that from the start. We've been sort of being really shrewd with our money. Now we can spend.
And just one thing.
Yeah, but this is the point.
Just one thing, Steph.
Yeah.
Like these players are valued at 35 million, and they have like contracts, like release clauses for 30 million. That doesn't mean they cost 30 million. Like Erling Haaland, like got 60 million, like him and his dad in transfer fees. Like when you sign a player, it's not just the transfer fee. So, for example, if Osimhen, who is someone we're interested in he might have a release clause of 65 million. But that deal is costing you 100 million to get done with all the fees and things like that. And the board are absolutely adamant this is a requirement that we need a minimum of one established striker coming in.
So that Rashford money comes. Like, we have to consider that. So we get 120 million. Add that to the 45 we've got before we've sell anyone else. That's what we got.
60, 70.
160.
Yeah, what we got? 160 now, right?
What? Just selling Rashford?
Yeah, just selling Rashford.
165 million.
Okay, we need a centre back. We need a centre midfielder. Those are the priorities.
Yeah,
and we might take a hit on losing a goalkeeper, but that's something we discussed earlier in the show. So what are you saying, Mr. B? How are you spending this money?
We have Chido as well.
Yep. And what about Rasmus? Is he available to sell?
Look, if
Rasmus is,
how much for?
Rasmus we make no profit on.
Okay. All right. Well, I would rather, if that's the case, then I would keep Rasmus for another season.
Well done, Sydney.
As long as we can buy the forward, as long as we can get the other striker in, so that it might be 3 playing for one position, but we know that the season after that Rasmus is gone and Chido will be in, and then obviously with Rasmus, it same I can't say the word, the same money thing may well help us the season afterwards. So it might mean that we have to suck him up and keep him.
Yeah,
to be fair, but
we need a striker. So
yeah, we need a striker.
Just so looking at it now, with that £165 million, we're looking at the centre back. We're looking at the centre midfielder, maybe 55 million for Walton, and then we need a big money striker. The board has insisted that we buy someone big money striker. What's available, please, board? Any big strikers? I know Osman is someone we'll be looking at, but any established strikers out there that are available?
We can do Delap. He's going to cost 80 million.
How much?
Yeah,
80.
Okay.
I haven't got us. I will prepare some more players for tomorrow, but I would like to say the squad is thin as it stands. We've got to look at homegrown. That's really important because we've only got 7 at the moment. We've got 7 homegrown players, and we're losing 2 of them in Rashford and Sancho.
Oh, yeah.
Like Garnacho. Remember, if you sell Garnacho, that's another 120 million, like into the pot. So
space.
you sell Rashford and Garnacho. You're looking about that we could conceivably spend around 250 million. With basically, it gives us about 300 million as a transfer budget if we sell those 2.
Listen, that's music to my ears. Listen. That's music to my ears, man. These are players who I wasn't thinking about playing. So, okay, may the fun times begin. I already know who I want, man. I'm just gonna give you a list as long as you can get rid of who's.
Yeah, do you want? I think that's what you can do. Is you can send me the list like tomorrow, and I'll come back with like prices and things.
Because look, let's be honest. If Rashford's gone, Rashford and Garnacho are gone. That is, you're saying we've got, 120 mil to spend?
Yeah. If Rashford goes, it's 120 million. If Garnacho goes, it's 100 million. If both of them go, it's 200 million, basically.
Plus 45.
200 million.
Just get rid of both of them. That's 2 players. We can rebuild the whole squad with that.
You can get
Wharton comes in, 55. This is just names that we threw off the top of our head. We can then go expensive and do a deal with Trafford. We can get Huijsen. Does that improve? That improves maybe the back end. It's just it's the top end of the team.
How much is Osman?
Osman's going to cost you. Osman's going to cost you around 100 million.
Sorry, bath time. Just so I know this is a game, right? But how is he costing 100 million?
Because we have to pay 60, let's say 65 million.
He's got a year left on his contract, but bath time.
Well, that is one of the reasons why is if he sticks around and waits a year, he can go on a free and pick up like 50 or 60 million of the thing. So in order to get him to the football club, we're going to have to pay sizable bonuses to him. He's very interested in a move to Saudi Arabia. So it's going to cost about 40 million in cash to get him and his agent to agree to him to come to Manchester United. And that's even before I put release clauses in.
What about Ivan Toney and Sesko?
Ivan Toney is off the table. Sesko, how do you spell him?
Sesko.
Yeah. Sesko.
Benjamin Sesko is valued at 50 million. He's going to cost 80 million to get in.
He's younger than Osman as well, Mr. B. Even though Osman is still young.
He scored 17 goals in 36 games this season. He's got 4 in the Champions League from 8 games.
And he's quite young as well, isn't he?
He was born 2003, so he is 22. He's 21.
Nah, I want Osimhen. I want the club to do a deal to get Osimhen in.
Okay.
Because we need a striker. Look, we need a striker. The lap's 80, Sesko's 80. Osimhen is an extra 20 million, is what you're saying on top of this bath time. So I'm saying we go all out to go with.
That's
the
half
striker
your
that
transfer budget, basically.
yeah, but it's
isn't it?
transfer. Yeah, but it's transfer budget that we didn't have. All right, look, and that's who I would be looking at, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of down with that because we've got Xerxes as backup as well and Obi. One player, one striker, one centre back, one centre midfielder seems okay. I would keep the goalkeeper for now because we're not.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, we might have to.
Has this like changed like how you see like what we need to do in the window and all that kind of stuff?
Most certainly, with all these sort of situations with money and finance and the costs as well, because a lot of people like Stephanie was saying earlier, oh, it only costs 30 million.
Hold on. I've just had a thought. Sydney's put one up here. We're talking Gyokeres is going to be cheaper than Osimhen, right?
Gyokeres we'll do for 80 million as well.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, well, I'll put that down.
So you've got to remember that we don't have European football to offer. So
I mean, is Osimhen going to come for not European? This was the part that I was worried about, Bath time.
100 million, yeah.
Osimhen coming to Man United would be huge. He would love that.
But would we pay that with no European? Would you think the club would be willing to pay that with no European football?
Yeah.
We're the club. We're deciding.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to put the price back on there.
What about Cunha from Wolves then?
Cunha from Wolves will cost you 65 million.
All right.
Premier League proven as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be our... Yeah, that's an interesting one.
But it's like, do you just want to swap out like Højlund though? We get nothing for him.
I just don't see... the problem with that, BT, to be fair, is when I don't know. Yeah, I'm taking Cunha would be all right.
Yeah,
but would he be?
He's an AMC more than a striker.
Yeah, and I think that might be the issue. We play him if we get him.
Well, it's not we. You're the manager.
Well, isn't your plan like we want Bruno in the number 10 and we want Ahmad at wing back?
But there's 2 10s.
Yeah, but so that means that we only have like one other 10. Xerxes and Mount, like.
Okay.
Bruno, Ahmad as a ringy. Obviously,
right,
we haven't got rid of Dalot yet. So.
Oh, there's one. How much is Mbeumo?
That's 45 million.
Okay, he's going to cost you 50 million.
And Semenya. We were linked with Semenya as well, weren't we? From Bournemouth.
Semenya. He's like he's a wing back, isn't he?
No, he's a forward.
He plays it. Semenya.
Nelson Semedo, who I was thinking of. You talk about Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah.
Ghanaian international, 25.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's at Bournemouth. He's going to cost 60 million.
Oh Lord. I'd rather Cunha than him, to be fair.
Homegrown though.
Oh, is it?
God, we have to consider that as well.
Yeah. Well, I think what would be a good thing tomorrow is for both of you to submit a list of players.
Okay.
Like, all the players you're interested in, because there's other players like Belabor, Brighton, who's very good.
Yeah, but the thing is, as much as it's a game, you want to try and keep it realistic. All right, we're saying Gyokeres and Cunha, and I'm thinking, well, we're not going to get Belabor because he's just gone to Brighton. So maybe what I just said is a load of shit.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean is you can give me a list of players, and I'll come up with like sort of fees for them. If you please don't throw that away, because I won't remember like half the prices I've given you or the players.
No,
so we'll leave that.
This is in my head now.
My piece of paper here.
This is in my head now. I won't be forgetting. This is very good. Look, I think we should sort of sleep on this.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow, like you said.
Right. So am I going to be giving you the players I want to sell or the players that I want to buy, and then we're going to have to work out what we do to get him in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put that in the group chat, like around 1 o'clock, or before
Yeah.
1 o'clock. I'll be able to do it in my
fine.
lunch hour. And
Okay.
like in the comments, like rather than sticking it in live chat, in the comments, if you can like list some players, lads in chat, if you're
helps out.
like, so like if you want
drop
to
'em in.
put foreign players in, like like Diamande or I don't know, Frankie De Jong or Rodrigo or stuff like that, pop them in the chat afterwards so I can look at them in the morning.
Yeah, please do that, guys. Tyrone, let us know. Give us a few names, some players that you think, so we can price them up.
Yeah, and Matty Bassett as well.
Oh yeah,
but it looks. I mean, look. To be fair, if we get, I suppose it depends what we sell in it, but we know Rashford's gone. We know. I still think we've got a chance with getting Garnacho out to Atletico Madrid. I really think we've got a chance with that one. And
should we though? I'm a bit with Yabba on this. That like
because I mean, look, he's played lately. He's been better on the right hand side. Let's be honest. He has been better on the right hand side. It depends on whether he's always seen him as a left-sided striker. Yeah, he's.
It's Kobe or Garnacho. In order to do a rebuild, one's got to go, really, isn't it? Like pragmatically, and I prefer to lose Garnacho than Kobe.
Yeah, and maybe that's just a bias, Garnacho. If you look at what Garnacho does in game, he's probably more of a threat, and he's probably a little bit more exciting than Kobe. But yeah, I'm taking Kobe. Maybe it's the English bias. Maybe it's the Manchester bias. I don't know, but I would always take Kobe over Garnacho. Always.
He's a homegrown talent, isn't he?
It's harder to get a player of his quality in midfield than it is to get a player of like Garnacho's quality in attack.
And I feel that if the money that we would be getting for Garnacho, we can actually buy a player with more IQ. He pays. We can. I think we can. For half of the price that we get rid of him for, we buy a better player.
Yeah, and Bueno is better than Garnacho, like in the Premier League, and we can get him for 50 million or.
See, and it probably
Chat Sport. This is very, very helpful, but please, like when the show ends, can you just copy paste that into the comments?
Yeah, just put it in the comment. That way, then we can see it.
Yeah, I can look at it in the morning and go through like these players.
Vincent losing his shit.
Yeah, I do kind of agree a bit with Vincent that it feels wrong to do this, but Vincent, look at that squad. That squad is in real problems if we go in next season.
We've got no money. So who would you do, Vincent? Would you do Garnacho or Kobe? If we had to get rid of one of them, guys, all of you, just Kobe or Garnacho, just to see what's out there.
I might have priced him a bit high, to be honest.
No, I think somebody will take him for 50. Atletico want him.
Should we say 50 million for Garnacho?
I think 50 is more what I think we could get for Garnacho.
Yeah. So, Steph, is this you? Are you're keeping Kobe?
Kobe, yes, you say keeping Kobe, yeah.
Yeah, there's no Simon for sure, and for Martinez, there's no interest from the market. No one wants them at the moment. They need to prove their fitness before anyone will consider taking them on. Which I think that's realistic, isn't it? No one is signing like Martinez, like with a broken leg. He's a very good player, Tyrone.
He's a good player, Tyrone. The thing is, it's mad. I think we forget how good he was for us in that year. He hasn't been playing, so you maybe tend to forget. And then he hasn't had the greatest season but he was magnificent for us last season, man.
And for England. He's done well. The thing is that remember, like Collier, we could probably sell for 15 million. A Mass we could probably sell for 15 million.
Oh, I don't want Collier to go. I don't want Collier, or I hope. Yeah, not even that. Just we can't get rid of every single youth player who comes and then replace them with a youth player from a different club. It means
that's what we did last year.
Yeah, all right. Let's look. Heaven coming in, whoever he replaced. It's been
but he was a
good move.
million.
That's what I mean. It wasn't. It was. I'm not saying it was an accident.
What
Obviously,
I'm saying is, last year we sold McTominay and we sold Greenwood, and we got in Maz, Delict. Like we sold those players to get other players in. It obviously hasn't worked out too well for us as we're in sort of 14th or whatever, but that is basically what we have to do again. Is we've got to sell like some homegrown players. Rashford is a done deal in my head, like to Villa, and Garnacho and Kobe are players that we can sell, and then we can use that to improve the squad. But what we've got to do is we've got to recruit better than last summer and the summer before.
I think we will. I'm sorry, I'm there.
Well, we
will. We will. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
we will. Definitely.
This is actually something like to consider. Is both Steph and Tyrone like have kind of skirted around this point, which is Kobe suited to like playing in this 3-2-4-2-1 or whatever it is?
You know what? It's hard because I want to see him in the 10.
Oh, I've completely forgotten. If we don't sell Kobe, we've got to take 30 million off the budget to renew his contract.
You said 25.
25 then, yeah.
Oh,
we need a calculator.
Is this fun though? I mean, like, I don't think the chat have enjoyed it. I think it's great.
Well, as long as they can contribute and help us out, because I'm stuck now.
So am I.
Yeah.
Well, it's like stuff like, I mean, Neil is saying no to Tyler Dibbling, but if we were to sign Tyler Dibbling, and we stick him, say, at left wing back or right wing back or whatever, that means that we get Ahmad like
further
as
forward.
a designated number 10, right? And that means that we don't need to replace Garnacho in the 10s because we'll have Ahmad, Mount, Xerxes, and Bruno, which is enough going into the season, I think. So there's a lot of kind of variations, but like Tyler Dibbling, I'm gonna tell you now, is going to cost you 80 million.
Oh my god!
Everyone's
get
after
relegated.
him.
Yeah, no, that's
everyone's
the problem,
after him, and we can't offer European football, so we have to pay more, which is the problem.
All right. Part 2 tomorrow.
I think we started off with an argument about Pickford.
Yeah, and he's not even in there anymore.
Well, my mind is working overtime trying to.
Yeah, so is mine.
For the benefit of the club, and I think we're going to come to a good solution tomorrow, Mr. B. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we'll work it out. It'll
be interesting to see what the actual first team looks like, or the squad looks like, going into next season under our ownership. So, really enjoyed this.
For the last time, though, to Chris and Tyrone, that 80 million isn't the transfer fee. It's how much it's going to cost to get him into the club, because we have to pay enormous agent fees, and we also have to pay the player quite a lot of money.
Yeah, but then does that come off?
Us.
You see,
agent fees are parts of PSR.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And also, by the way, Bayinda only cost us 5 million. So if you sell Bayinda, you can probably get like. Yeah, you probably get. I'll give you a 10 million profit for buying there if you can sell him.
Yeah, I think it's possible just because he's got Man United on his CV.
Yeah, like, and the other reason why these players are all quite expensive. I should have said this at the start. Is we are going into the most important World Cup ever for a lot of these players because it's in America and they're all dreaming of crack in America. And they want to do the absolute best, like the best chance to be in those squads. So players like Branthwaite are trying to force moves because Tuchel won't pick him without European football. And that means we have to pay over the top to get these players in for this summer.
Yeah,
which I think is quite a good consideration.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is lack a notch. Don't worry.
Yeah. Right.
Just before we do lack a notch, though, how was that? Was that okay?
Yeah, I'm a
Really
Dungeons
good.
and Dragons fan now.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
You know what? I really enjoyed that because it's put a lot of thought into my head about you can't just go out. It's not like a computer game. You can't just go out and buy things. This is realistic, you know. And the balance is all important as well. There's so many considerations like the under 21s, the homegrown players as well. And we've got to speak to Mr. B, the manager, about what players he wants. I mean, we had a good selection of forwards there, but he seems to like a certain type of forward. And the midfield is really important as well. The midfield too, at the base there, combinations, partnerships, who's going to work. I like the idea. You can see what's forming. We'll use our imagination, but tomorrow it's not about imagination. We have to make a decision, so that's going to be really tough.
I mean, we haven't looked at injury records, which is something that I might look at tomorrow. But what is amazing to me is I thought we were desperate for a wing back, and I thought we were fine for centre halves, and it's like it's
the
really the other way around. Yeah. Like we need. I think we need 2 centre halves.
Very funny, Stephanie. I love the jokes. How do you spell Lakanush or whatever? I really don't know. I think I spelled it a couple of times.
Sorry, listen, they know what we're saying. Everybody's spelled. There's going to be about 12 different spellings on there. To be fair,
everyone's got Server Crower on their CV now. Conversational. All right. I think we'll end it here.
Yes.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. We'll continue this tomorrow. I'm sorry if you find it boring, but we do what we fucking want.
Funny though. You know, half time you were saying earlier you won some money. I won some money as well yesterday. I put £5 on Harry Kane completing 4 dribbles last night.
Oh Jesus! Christ.
The bet came in when he was only halfway through singing the national anthem.
Very good.
Jesus, yeah, well, man. Oh my God!
All right, it's a lack of notch from me.
Would they do this? A lack of notch from me.